Bill McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.
Hey, welcome to the show. I am so glad you're here. Of course, I'm Bill McIntosh. I'm your host. And how do you like my cheesy little intro there? We power everything with AI here. So that one was built 100% with AI. And there you go. So I'm glad you're here. The purpose of this live broadcast is so that me and my entire team can help you with your business. And that could be if you have an existing business, you're trying to grow online using different digital marketing strategies or AI or any cutting edge new business building, business growing strategies, I can help you. We also are here for the entrepreneur who has not yet built their first business, or maybe you're rebuilding a new business. But if you want to start a brand new business, that's the other thing I am here to help you with. So to build, grow, and scale businesses. There you go. That's the point of the show. And I'm here to give you cutting edge, the latest, greatest training, help, tips, advice. And of course, we also do live Q&A. At the end of today's broadcast, we'll be doing an Ask Me Anything, where you can bring any business question to me. If I can help you solve a barrier you're encountering, a problem you're having, or whatever it might be, we'll be doing that a bit later. And on today's show, we're going to be covering a couple of different topics. This was by the audience request from last week. So we've been talking about a brand new way to actually produce profit on Facebook. And that's going to be kind of the center of what we're talking about today. Because I showed last week on last week's show how you can run brand new ad types, something that just didn't exist until now. In fact, it's so new that not every account even has this new feature. So Facebook is slowly rolling it out. And as soon as you get it, you should be using it. And I covered in detail what this new ad type was, how it works, how the whole thing comes together, how you make profit from it. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you watch last week's show. We're also going to be posting more training to the channel. So I want to ask, if you have not yet, give the channel a subscription. So subscribe to the channel before you forget and we get into today's topic, so that you don't miss out on the next live training session or the training that we post all throughout the week on marketing, on using AI to build your business, on advertising, on all the different types of strategies to scale and grow a brand new business. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, give it a little gentle tickle, and subscribe to the channel. You'll see a link down below the video to do that. And in today's session, I'm going to be following up from last week in this brand new cutting edge tactic. What I talked about was that you will need to run Facebook ads. And there was a lot of requests for how do you actually set up Facebook ads. There was a lot of kind of beginner of Facebook, people that were kind of new to Facebook advertising, and they really didn't know where to get started, because you have to set up what's called a business manager. You got to set up a Facebook page and an ad account, and all the stuff is a little bit overwhelming. So we're going to go through step by step how to set up your Facebook account, how to set up your Facebook ads account, how to get a business manager. We'll cover the whole thing step by step so that you can't miss out on anything, and it's specifically for beginners. Then we're going to talk about Facebook groups. That's the other component. You're going to take these brand new Facebook ad features that I talked about last week, combine it with Facebook groups, and that is how you make a lot of profit right now with Facebook. And so I'll be covering also, by audience request, a little step-by-step guide on how to set up your Facebook group to best exploit this brand new tactic that we talked about last week. So we're going to cover that. And then finally, it's Facebook week. So we're going to cap it off with a segment on how to spy on any competitor you could imagine. You literally can just spy and find exactly what they're doing successful, so that you can, I don't want to say copy, because I don't want you to just sort of rip off someone's ad and copy and paste them, but you can learn from what their ads are and you can see, I'll show you how to look and see what's working so that you can adopt and model your ads in your business based upon what's successful for them. You can literally find any competitor's Facebook ads. And so we'll get into that. Facebook has kind of made it harder and harder to do. They keep hiding where this feature is. So I'll show you how to use it and how to spy on your competitors. And then, of course, at the end of the broadcast, we will be doing a live Q&A. So each segment I do, I'll be taking on-topic relevant questions. And then at the end of the segment, at the end of the show, we'll do an open Ask Me Anything. And you can bring any marketing question, any marketing problem, persuasion, copywriting, whatever it might be that I can help you with. I am here for you. That's the point of the show. And on that note, one thing I'm going to remind everybody, if you're not a PushButton AI customer, which, by the way, who here is? Anybody? Raise your hand in the chat and let me know if you're a PushButton AI customer. But I wanted to let those of you who are not yet a PushButton AI customer know that we have a free masterclass that is running. And actually, we have it up right now, and it's going to be pulled down tonight at midnight. So I felt I should bring that up. So if anybody wants to catch that free masterclass before we pull it down again, you can see, you can go over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. In the masterclass, I show you how to, what I believe is the best way to profit from AI online today. And I go through it in detail. I explain why it's the best way to do it, show you how you take AI and combine that with a very powerful business strategy to make maximum profit. And then I'll show you how PushButton AI can actually build the entire business for you. Quite literally lives up to its name, where you fill in a couple blanks, push a button, and it will literally build the entire business, publish the website, set up your hosting, help you register a domain name, build everything, and publish it for you. So again, you can learn more about that. You go to pushbutton.ai/free class. Now, I think we will get into it. So, okay, I do see we have a lot of customers lurking in the chat. I saw someone post some really good feedback. Let me see if I can find that. There we go. That was a good one from earlier. Talking about it right there. So hello, and thank you for helping us start our first ever course website. I'm extremely grateful for what you do and how simplified you make everything. So, wow, excuse me, blasting out the mic with a sneeze. And I just realized that my mic is behind the monitor. That's quite crazy. So I don't know how loud I've been. Hopefully you guys, I guess you've been hearing me. I just realized the mic is literally behind the monitor. So here, stand by while I bring it back around the teleprompter. And
got it?
I got it. Okay, how's this? Is this better? Hopefully that's better. Wow. Okay. So that was quite funny. Started the whole show with the mic pointing at the wall. Okay, much better. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Good. All right. Well, thanks, everybody. And yeah, apologies for blowing your ears out with that sneeze. And we're going to get things started. First, cheers. This is a vital part of today's show, is powering up with the caffeine. There we go. So with that, we're going to get things started. Let me get my little teleprompter thingy ready. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Linda wants to know how many ounces is Mike. We'll measure that. We'll have to measure the coffee mug. It is, I think on camera, it looks gigantic, but it is kind of a big cup, but okay, enough of that silliness. We're going to get started. So as I mentioned, the first topic for today is going to be Facebook ads. And I know in last week's show, we had an overwhelming demand for people who wanted kind of for newer people who haven't quite gotten a lot of experience with Facebook ads, just wanting to know how to set up their account. How do you just get started even? Where do you click? What do you do? How do you set up your account? And advice on getting started. So that's what this segment that we're about to record is going to be all about. And by the way, who here is going to get value from that? Let me know in the chat if like a new look at how to set up a Facebook ads account, how to get your business manager started, how to get rolling, if that's going to be helpful to you, because that's our first segment. So we're going to get started with that. And oh, good. So Bruce is one. Let's see who else is answering. Let's see. Hopefully, okay, Linda, whole 9 yards, Debbie. Okay, good. Bernard, Wanda, Philip, Remix Reels. Okay, I actually got an ad account that's banned. Okay, that was another request. We had a lot of people asking for advice on what to do if your Facebook ads account is banned. If enough of you need that, we can actually maybe next week do a whole segment on how to get restarted if you are banned from Facebook ads. So there we go. Okay, good. A lot of people are going to get value from that. So I look forward to getting this segment started. So if you're new to the channel, what we do on our live shows is I record training. So just so you know, when we get started, I'm recording a segment that's going to be reused in content in my various courses and different places. It'll be transcribed and turned into content in a lot of different places. So when I start recording, you might see me do a retake. You might see me make a note for our editor, things like that. So just so you know what's going on if you see me doing that stuff. All right. And with that, we're going to get started here. Okay. Here we go. And because of that, you need to crack Facebook ads. There are people making millions of dollars with them, myself included. And anyone telling you that Facebook ads are dead, let me tell you, they are dead wrong. But running Facebook ads as a beginner can be one of the most confusing and expensive things if you don't know what you're doing. Sometimes it can feel like you're fumbling around in the dark, and you feel like that, then all you're going to do is burn money. So it's far better to be equipped with the knowledge, the understanding of how to get started instead of fumbling through it and burning cash. So in this video, I'm going to run through the entire process of setting up a Facebook ad campaign from scratch. So I'm going to assume that you don't have anything. You don't have an ad account. You don't have what's called a business manager, which you will need, as well as a Facebook page. So we're going to walk through the different things that you will need and how to set them up so that you can get started with your own successful Facebook ads campaign. And if you saw last week's training, you'll see that we have some cutting edge, brand new strategies on Facebook ads features that they just released. And so I believe everyone should be running Facebook ads, especially using this new feature. And if you haven't seen that, refer back into my channel. You'll see the training on the brand new cutting edge, brand new type of ads that Facebook is releasing and how you can make the most amount of money with them. But in order to use that method, you will need to have an account set up. So watch this video to the end, and I will show you exactly how to do that. So again, even if you don't have an ad account, by the end of the video, you'll know exactly how to launch your first Facebook ad campaign and have it cash flowing fast. So let's get into it. So the first step you're going to need to do is you're going to need to set up what they call a Meta Business Manager account. And your business manager account is basically your central hub. It's where you organize and put all the things together inside Facebook. So remember, Meta is Facebook's parent company. So you have the Meta Business Manager. And in it, you'll notice that you can manage many things. It's a central hub for all of those Meta assets. So that could be your Facebook pages, could be your Facebook ads account. But remember, Meta also owns WhatsApp. So if you're doing WhatsApp ads and you have things going on with WhatsApp, that can be inside your business manager too. as well as Instagram. So you can include all of your Facebook ad assets, ad accounts, all the various things that you might have as a business in Facebook, in Instagram, in WhatsApp, in any of the other Facebook properties. They're all contained. It's sort of a storehouse to put all of that stuff for you to easily manage. It's basically a container that will hold all of this stuff together. Now, if you do not have a business manager, what you'll want to do is go to business.facebook.com. And if they don't send you there, you can also go to /overview. So, and that kind of gives you an overview. You can read all about a business manager account. And I want you to realize that you will use your Facebook personal login to log into your Facebook business manager. But they are, in fact, two separate things. So your Facebook business manager will exist separately inside the infrastructure of Facebook and of Meta. And your personal profile, your personal account will be used for you to like authenticate and put your username and password in so you can log into your business manager. But they are, in fact, two separate things. This is very useful too, because what can happen is, let's say that you personally get banned from Facebook, or you get restricted, or you get problems on your personal ad account. That exists separately from your business manager. Likewise, your business manager can get in trouble with Facebook, but it's separated and pulled apart from your personal profile. This enables you to act independently as your business without anyone knowing that your personal profile is attached in any way. So you can create a business manager and you can rest assured knowing that your family and your friends and whatever, they're not going to see the pages you make. They're not going to know anything about the stuff you're doing with your Facebook business unless you want them to. So let's take a look. I've got some screenshots here and a little step-by-step walkthrough. So let me get my screen shared and we're going to go through that. Okay. Here, let me share my screen. And that is the screen there. All right. So when you go to business.facebook.com/overview, from there, you're going to see a link that says create account. Okay. You'll see that right down here. And this is where you create your account. Now, on the next step, you're going to enter your business account name. So this could be whatever you want to name your website or name your business. And you put in a business email. So this business email can be the same email you used to log in with Facebook, or it can be a separate one. It can actually be a separate email if you have a different separate business email. Okay. So on the next page, you enter your business information. And don't worry if you haven't yet officially formed a corporation or an LLC and you don't have an official business yet, you can still do this. So you'll notice here tax ID at the bottom is optional. So you can leave that blank if you have not yet set up your corporation or your LLC or your company. Okay, but you can still proceed and set this up. What I would do is I would name it the name of my website if you're getting started. Okay. And so make sure that you do have a website. And again, if you're a PushButton AI customer, we'll build you a website. You can use our business builder to build your entire website at the click of a mouse. It'll build it, launch it, register it, put it online, and you can quite literally be ready to be in business. And that's if you're a PushButton AI customer. So make sure you put your business website in here and that you have one, and you can put your legal name as the name of the website if you haven't yet set up your profile. Okay. Now, after this, you'll be inside your Meta business account, and it'll look something like this. Okay. Your account might look different. One of the things that you want to realize is Facebook is constantly testing different user interfaces. Okay. And so that's something that is important to note, is that they're constantly testing different interfaces and having it put forward new user interfaces. So if you see something that's slightly different than this, don't panic, don't worry. It will be, it's fine. So basically, if you see something different, it's totally fine. Now, don't get overwhelmed. Here's one of the biggest problems when you first set up your business manager. There's a lot of stuff in here. There is a ton of things. As you can see, every one of these menu items has submenus, and those menus have submenus below them. And there's all kinds of stuff that you can get distracted by. Don't do that. Instead, I want you to focus on the things you need when you need them. You do not need to know all about all of the stuff to get started. So don't get overwhelmed and don't start poking all around and get confused and run into new things. You don't know the meaning of things and new terminology. And instead it's going to be overwhelming. So focus on what I'm going to be showing you here. You only need to worry about a handful of features that are inside this business account in order to get your ads running. All right. So the next step is you're going to want to set up your Facebook page. So you might realize what you need a business page separate from your personal profile and a business ads account. And you take those two things, and that's how you get ads on Facebook. And so we're going to walk through that, but you will need a business page. This is a good thing because this business page represents your website. It represents your business on Facebook, and it keeps it separated from you personally. So this is a very useful thing, and you will need to have a Facebook page. But don't worry, it's not hard to do. It's really, really simple to do. And here, I'll continue showing you. So the next step is to add your Facebook page in the business account, okay? So you'll notice that under Accounts, see, under the Accounts menu here, there's a section called Pages. So you just click that, and then you click Add. So see here in the center, you'll see the Add button. Click Add. And then something like this is going to pop up, right? And from here, you're going to, we're going to assume you don't have a page, okay? So you could create a new page, or you could add a page. If you already have a business page that you've set up and you don't have it attached to a business manager, you can use the Add a Page to attach an existing one, but we're going to assume you're making a new page, okay? And so hit Create New Page. That brings us here. Now, you'll need to add a page because this is where the ad is going to be shown under. So when the ad shows on Facebook that you'll be making, it's going to be shown under the brand related, under this page that we're making right now. So I'm not going to go through the entire process of setting up a page, but it's simple. It is really, really simple. And once you have a page created, once you put the name here, you choose a category, you hit Create Page, and the page is immediately created. And there's all kinds of settings and graphics and things that you can do to customize the page. And we're not going to get into details about Facebook page and all of that stuff today. What we want to do is just get the page set up, bare minimum, so we can get your ads account set up and launched. All right. So now you've got your business manager and you've got your Facebook page. The next step is to set up your ad account. Okay. We'll need to set up an ad account so you can run your ads. And in the ads account is where you pay for the ads. It's where you put your settings for targeting and how you want your ads to appear. Who do you want your ads to show to? All that stuff will be inside your ads account. So the ads account sits inside your business manager, just like your Facebook page does. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over here back in our business, in the main business manager page that we were just at, and we're going to click under Accounts, and then we're going to click Add Accounts. Okay. So you'll see here, there's a button in the middle. We're going to click that. And we're going to click Add. And again, you can add an existing ad account if you have one, or you can create a new account. Okay. So when you create the new account, you're going to see this screen here. Okay. So you'll say create, we're going to assume that you've created a new ads account, and you'll fill out your ad account name, time zone, the currency that you want to have your ads account in, depending on where you're at in the world. And then you simply click next. Okay. Next, we're going to set up your billing. Okay. And oh, by the way, you do need to tell that, hey, I'm making an account for my business, right? Or if you're doing it for clients, you can select another business or client. Okay. So it's important to do that. If you're an agency and you're helping someone else, select this option here about doing it for another client. Okay. Okay. And now, now your ads account is set up after you've done that. Okay. And the final step that we got to do to get to so that we can place ads is we have to set up your payment information. Okay. And so to do that, let's see here. There we go. Okay. Note for editor, just for a second. Let's you can edit a little bit of this out, and we'll restart here. All right. So then what you're going to want to do is go under your business settings and click on billing and payment. And at billing and payment, as you see the link right here where the red arrow is, from here, it's going to enable you to add a new payment method. Like you see there, you'll click add. And that's it. So at that point, you will now have all the stuff you need to actually place ads. And remember, you've created your business manager, you've created a Facebook page, and you now have created an ads account, and you've attached a payment method. When all of these things are together, you're now set to run ads. And what I would like to do is go to the audience for a moment and make sure that this part is clear so far. Next, we're going to be talking about how to actually place the ads themselves in some of the key settings that you're going to want to be aware of. Okay. So producer Nick, can you come on mic? I haven't been able to watch the chat very intently, but I want to make sure that we get any confusions or questions answered about getting these assets set up. So are you out there, producer Nick?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
There you are.
Hello?
Yep, I hear you. Maybe you don't hear me.
Sorry, the internet's a little laggy.
Ah, okay. Do you hear me all right, though? Okay, so maybe that's not going to work. All right, let me see if I can look through the questions here. It's a little tough off to the side. Okay. Yeah, Bruce is saying that his business manager looks nothing like ours. And yeah, that is part of the fun of working with Facebook is they change it constantly, and not everyone always sees the same interface. Cool. All right. So it looks like we're good. So I think everybody's got that concept, and I know it's confusing, and I wish Facebook made this simpler. They have opted to make it a little bit complicated. A little bit is sort of the understatement of a year, but the simplicity is that your business manager is the big container that holds all the stuff you do inside your business. Okay. And inside your business manager, you have pages. So that's your official page for your website or your business, and ad accounts, which is what we're going to use to place ads. All right. And that's the stuff you need in order to run ads. Okay. That's the bare bones. Now there's a ton of other things, more options, more advanced features that you can find in there. But for today's training, let's keep it simple and focus on just the bare bones of what you need to get rolling. All right. And, okay, cool. Then, with that, I'm going to continue on with the training, and we'll finish this segment. Okay, so at this point, we are ready to place our first ads. And so what we're going to want to do is go to the ads manager in order to do that. So they call it the ads manager. Once you have an ad account, you can use the ad manager. So you'll go into your business manager and then you will go into your ads manager. So it should look something like this. Okay. So under pages here, and then you'll see ads manager for your page. Now, once you're in the ads manager, it looks like this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to get started by clicking the green create button at the top. Okay. See that big green create button? It looks a bit like that. Now yours might look slightly different, but that's what we're going to look for. Okay. Now you might see this option, which just know that you need to click auction. You know, you're basically entering into an auction and you're bidding on ad space. That's how this works. We're actually bidding to get the placement in ad space. Okay. So you want to select auction if they present you with this option. Then we come here. We want to give our campaign a name. They have special ads categories, which this relates to offers of credit, housing, employment, elections, politics, things that are very highly regulated industries for advertising. So if you are not doing any of those things, you can ignore this. Okay. And so you can just give your campaign a name. And a campaign looks like this. Okay. So this is an important concept that I want to demonstrate, is that in your ad account, you have a campaign, and at the campaign is some very basic information, and it's a container for ad sets. You'll notice this campaign has multiple ad sets. Each ad set has its own targeting. So with the ad set level, we can specify who we want to target. And then down here at the ad level is where we put our creatives, right? The text, the images, the videos, the stuff we want to appear in our ad are down here at the ad level. So you can have multiple ads inside of an ad set, and then you can have multiple ad sets inside of a campaign. So that is the basic structure of how this works. And with that, we're going to create an ad set. Okay. So as you continue on through this process, you first create your campaign, and then you'll notice here at the top. See at the top, you'll see your campaign, your ad set, and your ad. And at the bottom, which it's kind of cut off here, so you don't see it, but you can click next, you can click save, and it will keep going through the process. And the next step is to create your ad set at the next level down. So from here, you have a lot of options. Okay. And in my training last week, I talked about a very special type of ad that you can use for groups. So make sure you look at that training. That's really important for a brand new type of ad that you can make. But you have all these different choices of different kinds of ads. For almost everyone, you're going to want to select website. Okay. And as you click save and continue on, you're going to now be setting up your ad. All right. So I'm looking here. I don't see any talk about targeting. I'm just going through my notes. Okay. So I'm going to come on screen. Note for editor, you may have to clean this up and edit this a little bit. But I'm going to come on screen and we're going to talk about ad sets real quick. So in ad sets, you have a bunch of different options of how to target people on Facebook. And if you're a new marketer, I'm going to limit it down to some of the very basic types of targeting that you should be using. Okay. You'll notice a lot of options: audiences, interests, behaviors, demographics, age, location. There's all these different things. For those of you who are just getting started, completely ignore audiences. Audiences is something you'll use later on as you become a little more advanced. And it's a way for you to, whether it's to upload a customer list to Facebook and tell Facebook who you want to target that way. It could be to be able to track your website visitors and show ads to them. But these are advanced things that you don't need to know to get started. So we're going to ignore audiences. So when you go and create your ad set, ignore audiences. What would be interesting for somebody who's just getting started Facebook doesn't know who you're trying to target. And so what I find most interesting on a brand new ad account is to target interests as a important thing. And so I will, you can start, it's basically keywords. Interests are the equivalent of keywords. So if you think Google search, right, doing pay-per-clicks, search ads on Google or other places, you put in keywords that when people search for them, your ads show. Well, in this case, we're going to put in keywords that represent interests that people on Facebook might be interested in, right? Pretty simple. And so you can try a lot of different keyword phrases, different names of products, other competing brands that might be, especially big brands that might be in the same market as you. Talk about the problems that they may, like, type keywords in that would represent the problems that your audience might be having, the things they might be interested in. Okay, think of them as keywords. And so I recommend you target interests at the beginning. Okay. The other thing that you're going to want to do is target locations and some demographic information. You can target by age, and this is really important depending upon what your business sells. Like for my business, I target people age 25 and up. That's just how we do our targeting in my primary software and training company. But for you, it might be a younger audience. So you might want younger people coming to your products and services. We sell a lot of business software and business training and services. So I target 25 and up. Other people I know might target very narrow. They may target from the age of 45 to 65, and that's exactly who they target. So if don't guess, but if you know that people of a certain age range tend to buy your products and services, you'll want to target also by age. And so what Facebook will do is they'll target by interest, and then they'll narrow the audience down by age. Okay. The other place you're going to want to look at for a new ads campaign is the location. And locations can be as broad as countries and as narrow as you can draw a radius around a zip code, right? If you want a postal code. So you can say, hey, here's a postal code for my city. I want to target 10 miles in radius around my city. Okay. And so same thing. If you're a local business, well, then you obviously know to target locally. Okay. And I wouldn't target super, like I've seen people make the mistake where they'll target like a mile around their business. It's way too small. You need to be 10 plus miles out to really get good results for your ads. Okay. So even if you feel like you're a very hyper local business, target at least 10-mile radius. And I've seen even a lot of success with 25-mile radiuses or more for a local business. Okay. Now, for me, as an example, I target English-speaking countries around the world. So we may do a campaign in the United States, one in the United Kingdom, in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and so forth. Okay. But you can target worldwide. Realize there are a lot of countries that are not like the primary English-speaking countries that ads are very cheap, very inexpensive. The United States is amongst the most expensive traffic there is. And so if you have a worldwide international business, you can get some quite cheap traffic outside of the United States. So there you go. You're going to target interests, age, and then geographic region. So those are going to be the primary things you're going to want to target as a new Facebook advertiser. If you want to talk about more advanced strategies, we can get really advanced on like how to use ChatGPT to do some insane targeting with your Facebook ads. But that's a much more advanced topic we'll cover another day. Which by the way, my live audience who's watching with me here, who here would like some advanced training on targeting and use specifically on how to use ChatGPT to do some crazy targeting on Facebook? Let me know in the chat if that's something you're interested in. If there's enough interest, we'll add it to our possible show lineup for later. All right. Okay, so that's it on targeting, and that's we're just going to cover the basics of those three basics of getting started. And again, we can cover way more advanced targeting and Facebook ad strategies in another session, but today we're covering the basics. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the slide, and so what we're going to do next. So we've got our campaign, we've got our ad set that specifies who we're going to advertise to, And next, we're going to create an ad. And this is the text and image that you might use, or a video you might use in your ad. And so I'll pull the screen up and show you how you add that next. So at the bottom of the Facebook interface, you'll see a button to go to save or go on to the next step, and that will bring you into the ads step. And you'll see a screen that looks a bit something like this. Okay. And so we're going to create our ad, and we want to do manual upload that you see there by default. And you have a lot of options for formats. So again, today we're going to keep it simple. Some of the really crazy formats, like you see here, collection and carousel, you could run your entire business for years and get to literally 100 million plus in revenue and never make a collection or carousel ad. So they're cool and everything. And they're kind of more interactive. You can scroll through them and do different things, but ignore them for now. Okay. So we're going to select single image or video. And let's see where we're going here. Oh, I'm having issues with the slides. Okay. All right. Well, here, let me come back on screen. I'm having issues with some of the stuff we've got today. Okay, so let's do this. Let me note for editor, we'll edit this little bit out. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. We're going to go back to talking. All right, so when you create your ad, I think people really, really overcomplicate this. You have three things that you have to worry about. And for a beginning advertiser, I would say you want to use an image ad. I wouldn't even bother doing videos as your very first advertisement. On my channel, we have some advanced training on how to make really cool videos using AI. And some of my most successful ads I'm running right now, the most profitable ads, are created by AI, and they're video ads made by AI. So if you'd like to learn more about that, you can refer to the channel. You'll see, and in fact, if you haven't yet, you'll see down below a link to subscribe to the channel. We have a ton of valuable content, including in our library is a training session that's all about how to use AI video generation tools to make some killer advertisements. So finish watching this, get your first ad set up. You can watch my training on how to make some cool videos and then start doing video ads. But I recommend to start with an image ad. And doing an image ad is really quite simple. In fact, maybe we'll make an ad here together. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to we'll do this. So I am going to use the popular image creator Midjourney, and I'm going to pull it around on screen. We're going to make an ad together. Okay. So when you make your ad, you want to be thinking about your prospects, and your ad should be designed to do a couple of things. First, it needs to stop the scroll. You can think of your own behavior, on your device, and you're scrolling, whether you're doing it on your phone or you're doing it on the browser, but you're scrolling and you're sort of in an almost mindless state of mind, browsing and consuming content, right? And so your ad, its primary purpose, the very first thing it must accomplish is to stop the scroll so that your target audience, the person who wants to buy your product, will stop and go, oh, what's this? You can do that in a variety of ways. You can do it with bright colors. You can do it with emotional expressions in the photo of people's faces. And particularly, you can do it by making statements with in the text and in the image that appeal specifically to people trying to solve the problems of your audience, of your target market, or people trying to solve specific problems or achieve goals that are in your market. And so you want to be thinking about this. And by the way, if you're a PushButton AI customer, PushButton AI makes these ads for you. So it will literally make your ad. So you can just take your stuff out of PushButton AI and use it as a paid ad in this case, okay? But if you're not a PushButton AI customer, which by the way, you can watch our free masterclass if you go to pushbutton.ai/free class and sign up for it and learn more about it and see if you can become part of our early bird beta access program. And you can use PushButton AI. It builds your whole business. But your ads are one of the things that we build for you with AI. So if you don't use PushButton AI, you can do this by hand, and I'll show you how in just a moment. But the first thing we can do is be thinking about our audience. Who is our ideal prospect who's going to buy our stuff or subscribe to our newsletter or whatever we're trying to do? And what are they most interested in? We're going to make a brightly colored, flashy image that's going to stop the scroll. And it's going to appeal to the people that we want to appeal to. And then we're going to make a short text line. We're going to have a title, a headline, and then the copy that's going to appear on your Facebook ad. Okay. So your ad is going to look like a post. So it's going to have some introductory text. It's going to have an image. And it's going to have a headline. And those are the three things that you need to put inside your ad. And so if you're worried about images, you can go to any stock image library and those can work really well. Or you can go to an image creation software tool like Midjourney, which is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to pull up Midjourney and I'll show you how to do that. So here's Midjourney. And so if you're inside Midjourney, you just come in here and you go /imagine, okay, /imagine. And if we have a ton of great training on Midjourney in the channel, if you want to refer back to how to use Midjourney, but we can just say widescreen aspect ratio, yellow background, and we're going to target our ideal prospect. And in this case, I know from our stats that a lot of men tend to buy our products. So I'm going to say a 52-year-old man at a desk with money flying everywhere. Okay. So I'm making an image that conveys the general sentiment of somebody who might want our product, and I'm making it bright and flashy, and that's it. And now it's going to generate that image for me. Okay. And so it's waiting to start. So we'll give it a minute to do that. And we're literally just going to download this from Midjourney and upload it to Facebook. And again, refer to my Midjourney training on the channel for all. We have a really advanced, so you can learn all about how to control the colors, the image, the style, and everything you need to make the ad really pop. But it's going to give us 4 options here. So we can see these 4 options. And I kind of like the top right one. So then we click U1 for upscale. And now it's going to make a big version of number 1. There it is. So we can literally just download it. So save image. And we're going to save it to offline to our hard drive. So you can see here, we're just going to save it there. And we now have an image for our ad. So you saw how quick that was, right? So you think about what your ideal prospect wants. And if you can create an ad that conveys what their secret desire. I don't know if you anybody here watched the Lucifer show, but I think it's over now. But Lucifer was on the air, and he always asked, "What was your deepest desire?" You know, and he would get them to answer, right? He would ask the person in front of them, "What was? Tell me what is your deepest desire," and then they would cough up and say what that was. And so you want to be like not the real Lucifer, but the show Lucifer. And you want to be able to figure out what is that deepest desire of what your ideal prospect wants. And then you want to try to craft an image using AI, like I just did, to demonstrate that. And you want to make it flashy. You want to make it colorful, bold, expressive emotions on people's faces tend to work well too. And that's how you get your image. And then for your intro, you just want to kind of capture attention. So you can call out like a benefit that people might be looking for, discover how to build your first business, even if you've never done it before, right? In my case, that might be an example ad. Then you have your image, and then you have a headline, and that is just going to be just describing the benefits of the product you're promoting. So it could be like, build a business instantly with AI, right? That might be an example of a headline. So now we've got an intro text, our image, and our headline. Those are the three things you're going to give Facebook at the ad level, and then you're done. You hit go live, and that ad is going to go in for review. So the Facebook policy team, they have AI and bots and humans both that will review your ad, and then it can be live. And that varies. It can be as quick as a few minutes. It can be as long as a few days. So if you see your ad stuck in review, don't panic. Just let them do their thing. Let them review the ad, and it'll go live. And there you go. And at that point, you're done. You have your very first Facebook ad created and all of the stuff needed to launch that first ad. And so this segment took quite a lot longer to go through than I thought it would. So we actually chewed up quite a lot of time. Yeah, and there we go. And wait a minute, I think I just got a message here about something I need to see. 1 second. Okay, just sending a message behind the scenes. Okay, cool. All right, and so that is the Facebook ads training. And if you've gone step by step through this process, and you can rewind back and fast forward and look through the process, but if you've gone step by step through the process I've just outlined, you've gone from having nothing to a complete business manager, your Facebook page, your ad account, and your first ad now launched on Facebook. Now, if you go through this process, you can find that the whole thing from beginning to end may take an hour, may take 2 hours to go, especially if you've never done it before. But once you've set up, it's fast. You can make new ads like that. You can test new ads, test new images, and you could start to get into some of the more advanced and fun stuff that I'm going to be teaching on the channel. So I did see quite a lot of interest in the chat with the live audience for more advanced training on how to use ChatGPT and other things on how to target and find better ads. And then, of course, we have our new ad placement that works with groups that we're going to be talking about as well. And also, we have a training coming out on the channel that is going to be all about how to spy on your competitors so that you can see what their ads look like. And you can find out what's successful for them. And then you can do what they're doing. So you can find out, is there certain images, certain phrasing, certain targeting, different things about their ad campaigns that you can then use in your own ads, because you can spy on them and see what's successful. And that'll be additional training you'll see in the channel. And on that note, I want to remind you that if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and tickle the like button on this video if you haven't yet. So subscribe to the channel, hit the like button down below, or no, don't hit it. Just gently tickle it. Be nice to it. Just enough to like the video. Yeah, there you go. That is our Facebook ads training. What I will do now here with the live audience is I'm going to do some Q&A real quick. I don't know. I'll try producer Nick again. We'll see if he's having any better time with his internet. We'll see if he can help me with questions. Otherwise, I'll try to go searching through the questions and see if I can help out with that. So producer Nick, are you here?
I am. Can you hear me this time? Well, I guess you could hear me, but I couldn't hear you.
So am I coming through to you now?
Yeah, it was doing that thing. You know, sometimes when you're on Skype or Discord and it does the robot sound thing.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, you're loud and clear now.
Okay, so any on-topic questions? This segment took quite a long time, so I'm going to try to make this section of the Q&A quick. So any on-topic questions?
Yeah, this is from Christiane. She says, who will see the ads? Will they only be on my Facebook page, or will it go to other users' pages?
So it appears anywhere on Facebook. So when you place an ad, this is one of the more advanced things that we didn't talk about. You can control where your ad appears. I like to just let Facebook put it wherever it wants, especially if you're a newer advertiser. But there are settings where you can control where that ad appears on Facebook. But basically, if you just do the default ad, you let Facebook pick where they want to show it, it could potentially show up almost anywhere on Facebook. So the normal place where almost all of the activity is in the Facebook feed. So as people are scrolling through Facebook, just in their primary feed, that's where most of the volume is. But there are other places throughout Facebook, including like Facebook Marketplace and other places that your ads could potentially show. Yeah.
Great. Linda says, I will be creating YouTube videos and advertising in multiple businesses / topics. Do I create one business account or multiple accounts? Will each account need a separate payment account?
Okay, so if you have like legally separate businesses, then you would make separate business managers. Now realize Facebook won't let you make an unlimited number of them. I don't know what their current cap is. It used to be 3. It might be 2 now. But an individual person cannot make an unlimited number of business accounts. Just realize that. Now your spouse, relative, staff, whoever, they can make business accounts as well, and they can add you as an admin. But you're limited on the number of business accounts that you can personally make. And so I would recommend doing it for, like, if it's a legally and tax-wise separate business, you would make separate business accounts. But you can have one business account for like all of your different website experiments, right? And have different pages for each one. And you can even have different ad accounts for each one. So Vana has also said 3 is the max. That's what my experience was. I maxed out at 3. They wouldn't let me make more. Okay.
All right.
What else we got?
Maddie says, how do you know the cost of your ads?
That is kind of the beauty of Facebook, is you let them determine it. So when you run your ad, basically you're telling Facebook to bid on your behalf, and the prices vary. In fact, your prices may change day to day. You may pay more today than you paid yesterday. You may pay less. It's whatever the dollar that the amount of money that it takes to win the ad auction and get your ad to show. That's what you pay. And it's dynamic with all the advertisers bidding against each other. And again, in today's video, I went over the most basic setup. There are some things you can do to try to control that, but they're more advanced, a little more complicated topics. But if you set up this basic account like I just showed you, basically Facebook will end up charging you in the bidding war. So they'll bid on your behalf against all the other advertisers, and whatever it takes to get your ad to show is what you'll pay. That's basically how it works. And so you have to run an ad to find out how much it's going to cost, as odd as that sounds. But that's how it works. What else we got?
Okay, we got this from Steven, and he says, what about if your whole Facebook profile gets shut down? And you were talking about if your ads account gets banned, but he's wondering about your personal Facebook.
Yeah, a best practice that I should have mentioned, but I didn't want to make the training keep taking so long. But I should have mentioned it in the training, and that is to always add another admin to your business manager. So when you create your business manager, you are the admin of it. and you can add other people, spouse, friend, family member, staff member, whoever that might be. And I highly recommend you always have at least one other admin in your business manager, because I've seen that actually happen where maybe even temporarily, you get, Facebook decides they don't like something you posted. You get even a temporary ban. You can't manage your ads. You're locked out. So your business manager keeps on going. Your ads, they keep on going, but you can't log in and manage them. But if you have a second person on as an admin, they can get in and they could pause the ads, adjust them for you, and so forth. So I highly recommend you adding a second admin to your business manager. And I believe it's under, is it people? I think in the business manager where you can do that. Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Okay, cool. Well then, so what I think we'll do, so Producer Nick, this segment went a lot longer, I think, than we planned. And so I'm going to cut today's show to 2 segments instead of 3. And I'm going to let the audience vote. So we don't have official poll set up. So I'm going to put you on the spot. So can you watch the chat? And we're going to let the audience vote for which one we do. And you can only vote for one. Okay. So I got 2 segments left. We're only going to do one. I'm going to let you pick. So we either will do the Facebook group training. Okay. Because the new ad type, this new opportunity that I talked about last week with Facebook, needs a Facebook group. So we can talk more about Facebook groups and how to set one up. It'd be sort of the same thing, the beginner's guide to getting a Facebook group set up. Or we can cover how to spy on your competitors. So if you don't know what you should put in your ads and you want to go spy on the competition to find out, I'll show you how you can do that. So that's it. So it's either groups or spy. Which one? Group or spy? Vote for one. And so there we go. Group or spy. You can put either keyword in, and Producer Nick will tally up the results in a moment. There's always a little 10-second delay, by the way, from when I ask a question and the answer goes out and comes back. So we'll give him a moment to tally that up. But spy or group, and that'll be it. But so the spying one is, again, I'll show you how you can find any of your competitors, find out if they're running ads, see exactly what ads are out there, if they're working, and then you can learn from that. I actually, before I jump into a brand new business or a brand new type of service or product, I always do my spy research before I launch my first ad. I want to see, what is my target audience actually, already seeing in front of them out there before I ever place my ads. But and then, of course, the group training is vital because you need a Facebook group in order to do this cool new technique that we covered last week. Okay. All right. So I think you get a chance to tally it up and let me know which one is the winner.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So see people throwing a last minute vote in there. Voting is closed. And by the way, while we're waiting for the tally, I want to remind you that we have a free masterclass going on right now. It's something that we put up, and we put it up and take it down periodically, depending upon demand and if we have room for new people in our early access program. But right now, we have a free masterclass that teaches you the #1 way, in my opinion, to build a new business with AI. And then we show you our PushButton AI tool that will literally build the whole business, from registering your domain name, setting up your website. It even creates products for you. It's crazy. It writes your email sequences. It can make your logo, create videos, create audios, create your Facebook ads. It does it all while you kick up your feet. And then it publishes it online for you and hands you a business on a silver platter, as they say. So if you're interested in that, you can watch our free masterclass. We're pulling it offline tonight at midnight, and you can watch it at pushbutton.ai/free class. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. But I do have to warn you, if you come back tomorrow to try to watch it, you may not be able to. So there we go. And Producer Nick, did we have a winner?
We had a tie, 9-9.
No, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I want to be the tiebreaker. I am biased. I like the spy. The spy segment.
It's tied. That's crazy. Okay. And that was even counting we had, I think, 3 people cram in last-minute votes. Was counting all of them, huh?
Yeah. Well, if you count this, if you count Wanda, who crammed in a little last-minute vote just now, it's 10. So technically, spy wins now.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we'll do the spying one. That one's pretty easy for me to do. So here, let me get my screen arranged for this. We'll move that over here. And we will do this here. There we go. Okay, got to get bear with me, everybody. Got to get my teleprompter set up as well. Okay. Okay. Here we go. There's a little known trick that you could use to spy on your competitors' Facebook ads, and it's completely free. Now, this is something might feel a little underhanded, a little bit sneaky to spy in order to actually make profit, but it's the first thing I do when I'm launching a new set of ads, a new campaign, or a new business. So if you want to launch a brand new business, make a lot of profit, or grow your existing business with Facebook ads, then this training is vital for you, because I do this every single time I'm going to launch a brand new ad. And this is something that's useful for people who want to actually launch Facebook ad campaigns for the first time. Maybe you're just a little uncomfortable, not sure what your ads should look like. Or if you're a seasoned pro like I am, this is also really, really valuable. You can get some deep insights into what's working in your market and exploit that for maximum profit. Now, when I'm launching a new ad campaign, I start by researching what others in my space are doing. Now, I do this with a little tool built into Facebook. It's called the Facebook Ads Library. Now, some people might be confused and think that Facebook took this away because they keep hiding it from us, but it's still there and it works incredibly well. And I'm going to show you the fastest way to exploit this tool for maximum profit. And right now, I'm growing a portfolio of newsletter businesses with my own ads. So I'm actually going to show you the process that I'm literally doing it right now while you watch. We're going to be doing some research because I'm growing a newsletter business of my own, getting people to subscribe to my newsletter, all about the cutting edge of business building tactics. In fact, if you want to subscribe to it, you can always go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe. We give away a bunch of cool stuff, including free AI tools, our entire toolkit of what we're doing in our business, and a bunch of other cool stuff. You can get that at pushbutton.ai/subscribe. But I'm going to be running ads for my new newsletter. And so I'm going to do some spying right now. And we're going to use this little known tool to do the research and spy on these ads. And with this tool, I've actually been able to spy on ad campaigns of a $75 million newsletter empire to get inspiration for my own ads. So do you think a business that has $75 million in resources that they can devote to their Facebook ads, and they're running lots of ads, by the way, I'll show you in just a moment on the screen, you think I could learn a thing or two? Well, most definitely I could. And so I'm going to show you exactly how I do it, okay? And let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you and we'll take a look. Now, first off, in the newsletter business, Morning Brew is a story that a lot of people talk about, but if you haven't heard it, it's a newsletter, strictly just an email newsletter. They get subscribers and they send out newsletters, and they created a $75 million empire. Now, what makes this really interesting is that they grew to 75 million in only 5 years. They started their newsletter out of their college dorm room, and in 5 years, They have grown that newsletter to over 4 million readers and a valuation of $75 million. And I'm going to show you the exact ads that they're running on Facebook that help them with this growth. And I believe that as a successful marketer, you have to be looking at what other successful business owners are doing. You need to get inspiration from what's successful. After all, why reinvent the wheel, right? If somebody already invented the wheel and it's rolling and it's working and it's doing well, why not just borrow some inspiration so that you don't have to burn your own money experimenting with Facebook ads that fail? Instead, let's copy what's already working. So we're going to take a look at this $75 million newsletter business and exactly what ads they're running. And by the way, what I'm about to show you, you can do this on any business. So you just go right into good old Facebook. Here we are. And you pull up their Facebook page. Take a look at the page. So this could be any Facebook, any business that you know of that's your competitor. Look them up on Facebook. Use the Facebook search feature. Look them up, find them, look on their business page, just like I'm doing now. And we're going to go over here to the About section. So do you see the About link here? We're going to tap it. Now we're going to go over here to Page Transparency. Okay. Now we're going to scroll down and click See All. Okay. You can tell Facebook has hidden this from us, right? They made it not easy to find, but you'll notice if you scroll down, see, go to ads library. So there's a couple of clues here. So number one, you can learn a lot about the business. So there's a lot of data here about the business that shows up. You can see that where people are that manage the page. So you can see if they have like outsourcers that are in India or the Philippines, you would literally see that here on the page. And then you see here, the page is currently running ads. So if you go to a competitor and this says the page is not currently running ads, and you know they're not advertising on Facebook. But in this case, the Morning Brew is, okay? And so all we do is we tap Go to Ads Library, and we're going to have the magic spy tool loaded up before our eyes, okay? And so here we go. We have around 56 ads that they're currently running. And so if I wanted to target the same type of newsletter to the same type of audience, we can take a look and see. And each one here, so we can see ad details. And it's a pretty simple image ad. So
this office gift exchange might be the end of me. I got Henry, and he's like the coolest person in the office.
This weekend I went to a friend's experimental sound show, actually.
So it's just kind of a funny ad. It looks like it's shot on an iPhone.
That's
actually.
awesome. I love
vertical iPhone video.
Sound.
Okay.
I'm freaking
So low production value.
out about what to get him. I started eavesdropping on his conversations to get some ideas, but that just made it worse.
Last year I was at a white elephant with a former president, and he gave me a rock from...
And we can see their ad copy here. We can see it's running on Instagram. Okay, so this ad is running on Instagram, and that's the style. So that makes sense as to why they did the a tall shot from an iPhone kind of raw ad. So we can keep going. I see a lot of these. So it looks like they're doing a lot on Instagram. So here's another one. Let's take a look. And you can see here, notice the little under platforms. It says Instagram here. On this one, under platforms, you can see Facebook, Instagram, the audience network, which is like ads across the internet, and also in Facebook Messenger, they're running this ad. So we can click see ad details. Same thing. Well, it's interesting. This is also of somebody scrolling on their phone, shot on an iPhone. That's the ad. So do you think you could do that? Could you break out your phone and take a 7-second video of somebody just scrolling mindlessly on their phone and then drop some text on it and you have an ad? That is a successful ad. So the cool thing when you start to do the spying is that you often find the ads are much simpler. Like if I were to just try to invent a campaign right off the top of my head, I would probably overcomplicate it. But now I've seen that's the opposite of what's working. What's working is super simple, super raw, super easy ads to make. And so I can go and make ads like this in about an hour. I can have a whole slew of them already made. In fact, you can use a tool like CapCut. So you could just shoot it right on your video, shoot the video right on your phone, 7 seconds, use the CapCut app right on my phone to throw the text and the captions. Just literally point and click. It's such a simple app. And you have an ad. You save it, download it, and you're good to go. You actually can run that as an ad on Facebook. And this is an example, again, in the newsletter business, driving newsletter subscribers. But you'd have to search for who your competitors are to work that out. And so I'm going to look at a couple more. I noticed same thing here. It's the same pattern. So let's take a look at this one. So we can keep scrolling here. This looks like an image ad. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, it's just, look at that. Look how simple that is. So here's another one here. And we can see here they're collaborating with Fidelity Investments. That's the other thing I notice on, I don't have my screen up. You guys are watching me watch the screen. But you'll see here as I was scrolling through, that's funny. You'll see they're collaborating with Fidelity Investments. And I want to point out a couple things that is really important. We want to look here, especially the biggest clues, or if we look at when the ad started running. So do you see that right there? It says the ad started running November 27th at the time of this, we record this video. The longer the ad has been running, the more likely that it's successful. So here's one here that's been running for at least a month at this point. So
3 out of 4 people feel informed, up to date, and smarter after reading this one thing. It's called.
So this is a 26-second video. Again, shot on a phone and in front of a webcam. Not super. But if you thought a $75 million business, would you think that they would run ads like this? Your first guess would probably be no. So we got more here. Here's one that's been running for quite some time. So again, super simple vertical shot video. That seems to be their successful ad. And sometimes images. So anyway, that is how we do it. So you can come in here, and the other thing is, not only can you spy by clicking through from a Facebook page like you saw us do here by going to the Morning Brew Facebook page, you've also got a search feature. So we could actually just start searching here. And let's clear that out. And so we can actually, let's search for digital market. Actually, let's see, digital marketer. Okay, so here is digital marketer is a pretty big brand. They don't have ads. Let's see if that's the same digital marketer I'm thinking of. That's probably not it. Let's see. And we can look at all the advertisers. Oh, interesting. The brand I'm thinking of did not show up unless it's this one. Okay, that one doesn't have ads either. So that's the other thing. You can find out who's not running ads. And you can also type in, this doesn't really work as a keyword search very well, but it works mostly as a search for the brand names, okay? So for example, here, if we search for online profit, might be a keyword, and we will get results, right? So you can see that we got results. And I see dental marketing, people marketing to heating, ventilation, and air conditioning companies. So these are agencies running ads targeting all kinds of things. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, here's somebody offering a free workshop. So we can come here and take a look. Take a look at their Facebook page. It's not loading for some reason. But you get the idea here. There we go. So here's their Facebook page, which is funny. They don't have a lot of followers, but let's go back to the ad library and we'll take a look at what ads they're running. Okay, well, they're actively advertising, but they don't have a big page. And they only started advertising fairly recently. So that's another little clue. So with this, we have several insights that we can learn by checking this out. We find out what style ads, like we noticed in our quick example, people are shooting simple, raw vertical video ads and using very simple editing techniques. We saw people using image ads, and we saw that we don't have to overcomplicate things too much in our ad creative. So that's a good sign. And then we ran into a newer advertiser who's using only image ads, and they've been running ads for a few weeks. So they must be having some kind of result to be spending money, for 2+ weeks on their ads. So that's also a sign we could learn a bit from them. But open your eyes, open your mind, take a look at what other advertisers are doing, even if it seems different and counterintuitive to what you might expect. And then be willing to borrow from their ads to learn lessons on your next set of ads. And I want to remind you that PushButton AI can make these ads for you. In addition to all the other things that it makes ads, it makes social media posts, it makes 30-day email marketing sequences. It builds entire businesses, launches your website, and does a whole lot of other stuff. And I want to remind you that now you can watch the free masterclass. If you go to pushbutton.ai/free class, you can learn how to use PushButton AI to make maximum profit. And I want to remind you that that's available now. And I can't promise how much longer the free class will remain up, but it is here as of the recording of this video. And check that out. And I want to remind you also to like the video. If you got some value out of this, you'll see the like and subscribe buttons below. So please subscribe to the channel for more content like this and tickle the like button so that Facebook knows that this was a good video and they'll show it to more people and get the word out about this valuable training. And there we have it. So, all right, live audience, that's going to do it for the segment, unless we'll do some quick questions. So we'll go on topic questions, and then we'll kick it open to Ask Me Anything in just a moment. But producer Nick, hopefully you're still coming through loud and clear.
Hello.
Hey, hello. So what I want to do, I'm going to give everybody a moment. If you want to take a moment to put the ads, put your spy questions into the chat. And then we're going to also be doing open questions as well coming up in just a moment. So I'm going to give you all a moment to formulate those. And we're going to do a quick ad break. And we'll do our little experiment. Well, I'm going to push out the YouTube ads to everybody. And then you guys can tell me what ads you have seen. And then we'll be right back with Q&A and Ask Me Anything.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. If you have tried and failed at building an online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
I think you muted yourself.
I did. That was useful, right?
Yeah.
So I was just explaining to myself, apparently, that that YouTube was still pushing out ads, and that everybody would be back from ad break in just a moment, and we're going to do our Q&A. So there we go. So producer Nick, do we have any questions?
We actually had no questions come on relevant to the topic. This Positive Relationships wants to see our trading account, but we're not traders. We're marketers.
Yeah. What am I trading? I'm not sure.
I think he thinks like you're talking about crypto or something.
Ah, okay. Yeah, we're not doing a trading show, Positive, but thanks for the suggestion. Cool. All right, then we're going to kick it open. Let's just do wide open questions. Ask me anything. The purpose of this show is so that I can help you growing and starting and expanding your business. So if there's any barriers you're running into right now, any advice you would like about maybe copywriting, persuasion, email marketing, ads on just about any platform. I've literally spent millions upon millions of dollars in ads across all the different platforms. So I know quite a bit about that topic. So we can talk in depth about that, about content creation, about AI, whatever you need help with. I want to help you take the next step forward in growing or starting your brand new business. So there we go. Do we have any questions? Guess that's still a no.
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, what is this one from Thomas? I do see something here if I look. I'm not sure what that question is. Okay. I still see people voting for Facebook groups. So yeah, the Facebook group training we will do next week. That will be the #1 segment we do in next week's training. Today's Facebook ads training ran a lot longer than anticipated. So on that note, we had to push the groups training into next week. And by the way, if you haven't yet watched it, you can see our training on the brand new ads feature. It's a brand new feature that we did last week on last week's show. It's just rolling out. Not even everybody has it yet. And it's a brand new ads feature that you can use to grow a Facebook group. And it's something that I believe is going to make just that one feature will make millionaires, people who use that and exploit that to its maximum potential because it's brand new. And it's something that I think using our strategies that you could become quite successful with. So that's something I recommend. Watch that training. And then next week, we're going to do our Facebook group training on how to set up and then manage your Facebook group. All right. How about now? We could get anything new coming in?
Yeah. So we have from Bill, another Bill. He says basic web building questions. And I guess we would need him to elaborate on that. But maybe he's asking about like conversion rate optimization and, building a landing page or something like that.
Yeah, let me know, Bill, clarify that question a little bit. One of the cool things about PushButton AI, to keep bragging about it, is that it will just build your website for you. So you don't really have to worry about it. It builds, publishes, launches, and runs your website. So you can always use that. Otherwise, you can clarify that question for me. Let me know specifically what answer I can help you with, and we'll definitely try our best.
Yeah, from N19, he says, may I promote your classes in Turkey or some other regions?
Oh, sure. Spread the word far and wide. Yeah, we started this channel fairly recently, and I'm trying to grow it as much as I can. So yeah, spread the word. That would be cool.
Lucy says, I need help with my Facebook account.
All right. I would be happy to help you. What are you running into? So let me know. Do you have an account up? What's happening with it? Do you have some ads running? Give me a little more details, and I'd be happy to help you with that. Yeah. And so Dean, I guess, was asking about where to watch the free class. So we have the free master class is at pushbutton.ai/free class. So Dean, I think that's what you're looking for. Let me know if there's something else you want to watch, but that's where the master class is at. And chat got fairly quiet. So yeah, let's do this. Yeah, go ahead.
You'd mentioned on a past one we were down to the Ask Me Anything. You had asked for people who were willing to get feedback on their landing pages or their businesses or their site or something. Is that something that you'd want to look into today?
If somebody has a link and I can pull it up and give constructive advice, absolutely, yeah. Back on my many years ago, I used to do a live streaming show, actually before YouTube even had live streaming, going way back. And that was one of the things I did a lot. I would pull up people's websites and I would provide advice on like maybe how to improve the design or how to improve their copywriting to get more sales. So things like that. And I also love doing critiques. If you have ads, you want to send screenshots into us or help with improving ad accounts or all the kind of things that I just love diving in and helping people improve. So definitely I would be happy to do that.
All right.
Okay. Awesome.
So we had a message from Bill. He said basic web building questions, and we asked for some follow up. And he says updating website seems to be more in depth than training teaches.
So Bill, are you talking about editing your websites that are built with PushButton AI? And if so, oh yeah. So okay, yes. No, so what we can do. So yeah, Bill is a PushButton AI customer and want to know more about how to edit the websites that PushButton AI builds for him. And there's a drag and drop point and click editor, which I'm sure you know. And yeah, we have Samantha on the team who can continue to help you. I'm sure she'd be more than happy to help you keep working on that and learning about how it works. We do have tutorial videos for you with our drag and drop page editor. So if Samantha is still in the audience, Samantha, you could share with him how to find those. Like in the WordPress dashboard, there are videos about how to use the point and click drag and drop editor. So that could be very useful for you. Awesome. And yeah, it's been a good audience today. You guys have been very active and engaged in the chat. And what I'd like to do too is remind you all to think about this. We're going to be here every Wednesday. And so if there's ever something that happens during your week where you're like, I don't know what to do about this thing, or I want to make an ad, but I'm not sure what to say, or anything like that, you can bring it to these shows and I would love to help you with it. So, that's so throughout the week, next time you encounter an issue where you need some feedback and creative, someone to bounce an idea off of, or someone to take a look at your landing pages or whatever, remember that I'm here. And then bring it to me every Wednesday at 2:00 Pacific, 5:00 Eastern. And we do these shows to help you build and grow your business. It's the whole point of the show. And so remember that next time. And so we'll do a final round of Ask Me Anything. So I'm going to be right back. We're going to let the presidents talk to you for a moment. So we have a special guest appearance from none other than Elon Musk and the presidents. And then I'll be right back with our final round of questions.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
And we're back. So isn't it so nice how everyone can come together over PushButton AI? It just warms my heart. Arch enemies have a nice friendly banter about building an online business. Pretty cool. It's almost like it's an artificial intelligence created it and it's not real. But I don't know. All right, so we'll do final round of questions, and we'll get to that right now. So, producer Nick.
Yep. Linda has a good question. Yeah, I like this question from Linda. She says, if I want to help local businesses to promote their business using Facebook ads, should I have them create their Facebook business accounts that I have access to, so I am not using one of my accounts?
Yes. If you're acting as an agency, if you remember you can rewind and rewatch this. So this video will stay here. It's not going to, it'll stay on my channel. So you can come back and rewind. And at the point where we created our ad account, you'll notice that there's an option to request access to someone else's ad account. And if you're an agency, that is definitely the way Facebook wants you to do it. So your client should have an ad account, and then you request access to it to run ads for them as an agency. And it's the same. Instead of the create, there's one where there's just a button right below it. It's right on. When you rewind and watch it, you'll see it on the screen. And yeah, you just request access to their account. All right. What else?
Yeah, we have, remember the newsletter GPT I built?
Yes.
One of our returning viewers, T-Hump2, they're using it and they've made content with it, and they like how it works.
Awesome. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it right there. I'll show it on screen. Yeah. So, by the way, anybody who subscribes to our newsletter will get access to producer Nick created this pretty awesome AI tool. It's a custom GPT that will help you design and build a whole newsletter business. It helps you brainstorm out what kind of newsletter to make, what kind of content to make, and then it will even write the content for you. And it's pretty darn cool. So every subscriber gets access to it. So you can go to pushbutton.ai/subscribe for more info about that. You can join us there in the newsletter, and you'll get access to that pretty cool tool. And I see a few pretty cool success stories and testimonials in the chat today. So I do want to ask any of you who are currently PushButton AI members, if there's anything that you have gotten that you like, maybe out of the live show, if you like any particular feature about PushButton AI, but I want to hear from customers of PushButton AI, please send us an email. Email me at help@pushbutton.ai, put success in the subject line, and send me a testimonial. Let me know how I've been able to help you. My entire team is very interested to know how we did in helping you out. So if you're a customer, you're a paying customer, please send us an email and let us know if we've been doing a decent job. If you like the tool, particularly if you've built a website with PushButton AI and you really like how it came out, I'd love to hear about that. I share these testimonials with the whole team we do our weekly staff-wide. It's like, it's kind of cool. We have staff all around the world. We all get together in our meetings on Monday mornings, and I share your success stories with the team. And they love hearing the tech guys when they hear that their tools are being used and getting a lot of value to our support team. They love hearing your successes. So let us know. It could be a success about the show, about the tool, about sites you've built, about campaigns you've run, anything we could have done that might have helped you. Open up an email and send it on over to us. That's help@pushbutton.ai. And I'd ask you before we end the show today, if you could, before you move on to the next thing you do today, open up that email and let us know. I would greatly appreciate it. And the whole team would love to hear what you have to say. So that's a final request for success stories and testimonials. And so we're going to do our final ad experiment. So I'm going to go into the dashboard and I'm going to tell YouTube that it's time to put some ads out. And I'd like you to tell me in the chat, what ads do you get? I want to see how targeted our Facebook advertising is. And by the way, I'm going to be sharing some results of our Facebook ads, our YouTube ads, and how well they monetize on Facebook. Sorry, I keep saying Facebook today. YouTube. If you'd like to know how well a channel monetizes while it's still small and it's still young, I'm going to be sharing that data with our channel subscribers very soon. But right now, we're going to push out a quick ad experiment. Let me know in the chat what ad you get. Okay, ads inserted. So those of you still hearing me are not seeing an ad probably. Instead, you might have a YouTube Premium subscription, so you don't see ads. Or for some reason, YouTube decided not to show you an ad, one or the other, if you're still seeing me. But let me know in the chat if you're YouTube Premium. That would also be useful. So I'd like to see how many premiums we've got, because I do get paid. I don't know if you know that in YouTube ad revenue for all channels, when a premium subscriber watches a YouTube video, they take a portion of the money you paid for your subscription and they give it to the advertisers, to the channel, the different channels that you watch. Okay. All right. We got a premium, a mini course to make money. Okay. Another premium customer. Okay, cool. No ads at all. Okay, that's all right. Bruce is on premium. The art of manifesting. Okay, that's kind of a related topic. Success in making money is sort of right there with personal development. Senior stimulus. Okay. All right. University. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks everybody, by the way, for giving me that feedback. It is very useful. So thanks for that. Okay, cool. Well, at this point, we're going to be wrapping things up. And I want to remind you, if you're not already a subscriber, down below, you'll see the subscribe button. Give it a little rub and subscribe to the channel. And of course, turn on the notification bell when you do that so that you get notified every time we post content. We post all throughout the week. We put valuable content about money making, business building, starting new businesses, growing, scaling, and being profitable online. And we do that all throughout the week. And I focus on what's working right now, cutting edge techniques, strategies, AI tools, software, the stuff that's working right now to help you do this. So if you'd like to learn more about it, make sure you're a channel subscriber. And then also like today's video if you got some value out of it. And there you go. So I want to thank everybody. I'm going to be pushing out our final little commercial for PushButton AI. But thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Get a member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help two different kinds of people. Number one, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10-module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content. Have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button, and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, and actually we'll make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way, so we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.
The presidents, celebrities, or characters in this video are all fake and generated by artificial intelligence.
You know, the other day while I was resting my eyes, I woke up to find that I'd built an entire online business.
Really, Joe? How'd you manage to do that?
Well, you see,
Wait a minute, Sleepy Joe. Let me guess. You had PushButton AI do all the work, didn't you?
That's right, Donald. It found me a fantastic domain name, built out a complete site, set up my shopping cart so I can get paid, and even wrote an entire email sales campaign for me, all while I was napping.
Well, I've been using PushButton AI too. And believe me, my new business, it's huge. The best. So much winning, you wouldn't believe.
This PushButton AI sounds phenomenal.
Oh, it is. It's almost as genius as I am.
But with better hair, no doubt.
Guys, all this talk is boring to me. What everyone needs to do is click the link of this video and go to the masterclass to see how to use this powerful technology to build their own profitable online business.
Well, if Elon says it, it must be worth a shot.
You're right, Barry. Everyone should click the link right now.
I can't believe I'm going to agree with Joe, but this masterclass sounds like it's going to be huge. Absolutely terrific. The best masterclass ever given, probably.
Okay, guys, how about we hit that link? Time is money.
You can now launch your own online business with the click of a mouse. Sounds crazy, right? Guess what? It's now possible thanks to our game-changing AI software that's helping beginners build a successful online business. An online business, or you've got no idea where to start, there is good news for you. We are entering a new exciting era of AI, and I'm here to teach you how to use it to build and grow an online business. Because I'm handing you a blueprint, a business in a box powered by AI, and it's called PushButton AI. Imagine a tool so smart it does all the heavy lifting for you. Builds an info product business, sets up hosting, launches the website, and even crafts engaging email sequences. Here's the thing. This isn't like anything else out there, and this is based on what's working right now. PushButton AI is based on my experience of generating over $100 million over the last 20 years and helping over 81,942 customers build and grow their own online businesses. If you'd like to find out more about this, register now and dive into my free live demo to uncover strategies and traffic tricks that will pivot your business and skyrocket your online business from surviving to thriving. Imagine what your life would look like today if you bought Bitcoin when it was $1. You now have the same opportunity with PushButton AI since nobody else is doing this. Don't miss out this time.
McIntosh teaches AI non-stop. Success is his game, marketing's his fame. McIntosh, the marketing ace, follow his lead to the winning place. With AI become a spin, join him now, learn to win. Learn his way, don't delay. If you do, you'll make your fortune today.